Let go. Is that it? We're good. Bing, bing, bing. Hi, guys. Just let me make sure everything's up and running. Thanks for tuning in today. Got a great show. Sound is off. Good. Up, up, up. Here we go. Whoa. I am precarious on this thing here. Ding, ding, ding. All right, we're good. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Happy Oyster Show. I am your host, Bart Burke, and today is a big one. Season 2. Episode 1. Flupsy, baby. We're going to be building the Flupsy a little bit later on. Before we get going today, today's sponsor is Lyoga, Long Island Oyster Growers Association. I'm a member. You should be a member as well. Go over and check them out, see what you think. I put their link in the description below. Come over and see who we are and what we do. Having a great time just in the whole oyster gig. Good morning, everybody. I am by myself. Good morning, Todd. How are you? Artie, Mike, what's going on? By myself today. Freddie the Angry Bayman is selling some junk. I'm so surprised. Well, a little bit. We've been kind of working on cleaning some of this shit out. And if you go over and check out some of our vlogs and whatnot, I'm working on another vlog. I got a lot going on, man. The weather is breaking. It is starting to get nice out. And the inside projects are starting to take a back seat, i.e. screen printing and sign making. I got to make some more signs. These little guys here in the background, when you put that stuff in the background, I'm not going to get into how to make videos. SPAT, this week went up to SPAT, Cornell Cooperative. Again, I put the link in the description. Let me put this tripod down a little bit, get it out of the way of our initial deal. There we go. That's a little bit. Oh, our man. Thank you for asking about that. So this past week, I don't know, I got so much to tell you guys. Where deep do I start? Okay. Rookie year, being an oyster farmer on Long Island, season 2, episode number 1. There are 50-something other episodes. If you're just tuning in, go check it out. I love this whole idea. I am living, eating, breathing, pooping oysters and more oysters. This is my job. I have quit my past life, and I am now on to a new life. So, hey, it is what it is. The permit process to become an oyster farmer in New York is extremely tedious. That's all I'm going to say. I'm over a year in from when I handed in my application, and this past week, I received an email saying that, Mr. Burke, your check is past 6 months old, and it's no longer good here, and we need a new check from you, Mr. Burke. Oh, okay, no problem. And in addition to that, we need an additional, wait to hear this, an additional $5 for a bed permit. Really? No problem. That's it? $105 check is all you guys need? That's what it said. Boom. I got in the car as quickly as I possibly could, went up there, and gave him a check. Here you go. Oh, did you read the email? Yeah, I read the email. It said you needed a check for $105. Here you go. Well, there's some other forms and stuff that you have to sign. Other forms that I have to sign. Cool. Where are they at? I'm ready. Here's your check. Give me a sign. Well, I sent it out in a minute. You just emailed me 2 seconds ago. Literally, it's about 45 minutes to an hour away to go to DEC. You just emailed and you sent me that the mail went out that quick? You guys do everything wicked slow, but you got the mail out that quick. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, I'm getting a little exaggerated here. I was cool as a cucumber. Oh, is that right? Oh, no, that's okay. No problem. When it comes to me, I'm going to sign it and I'm going to bring it right back. If you mailed it out today on Monday, I should probably be receiving it Tuesday. So Wednesday, maybe Thursday, and I'll see you then. So, you know I'm waiting at the mailbox every day. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Finally, it comes in, and I'm like, okay, boom. Literally, it was 2 signatures and 2 circles I had to scribble in. And I shot that thing back up there. Hi, how are you? Good to see you again. Man, oh man, here you go. Here's what I did exactly what I said I was going to do. Here you go, hand delivering it. Thank you so much. Now, I'm so sorry, the confusion, Mr. DEC. And is there anything else I can help you? Is there anything else that you need? And he says, no, I think this is okay, and this is great. I think you said, cool. Now, Mr. DEC, I don't mean to be a pain in the ass, and I don't want to hold your feet to the fire or anything, but when should I check back with you? Again, always be professional, be cool. Do not lose your cool whenever dealing with the DEC or the government or any of that kind of stuff. You have to be cool. And he says, oh, well, I don't see a problem. Maybe by the end of next week. Boom. I'm like, thank you so much. Have a great day. Boom, out of there. So back to work I went. So that's where I am with the DEC. I should have that bad boy in my hand and be like, yeah. All right, next week. I know. I've been saying next week. You don't think I feel like an ass saying that every week? All right. Watch that sign, I'll end up in the Navy. Been there, done that. Got the t-shirt. All right. No, I was not in the Navy. I'm kidding. Almost. This close. Moving on. Any other questions before I get going? You guys got me going about that DEC thing, man. You want to get me going, I'm get pissed off. Nah, no need to get pissed off. Just handle it. Flupsy. Let me make sure I got a new thing going on over here, just in case. You know, I'm working on it. Is there an end of the season where oyster seed must be planted? Oyster seed, I put an order in. So that's another reason why I'm kind of shitting the break, is because, you know, what happens? What happens if? What happens? So anyway, whatever. There is no time limit. You could put in oyster seed any time of the year that you would possibly want, provided that you can receive that seed or deal with that seed. Good morning, Zip. Or harvest that seed or rear that seed, because sometimes when they're really baby small, I'm going to get into that. That's what this Flupsy thing is. But anyway, I just wanted to show you, you know, we're flying by the seat of our pants here with our YouTube show, and please subscribe. I'm trying really hard to stay commercial free so that you guys don't have to hear any ads. I'm trying to be funded within, not necessarily Google. So if you would like to become a sponsor, by all means, please don't hesitate to call me. My phone number is 631-902-0836. Right here on my hip or on that phone here. Please don't call me right now. I'm not going to answer. Got a little crib sheet. Subscriptions. Instagram, 542. YouTube, 833. Season 2, Episode 1. Let's get to work. The shop is doing pretty good. I'm having a blast, if you didn't know. All right, I'm going to switch this around a little bit. I can turn this around when I'm doing it. Yes, I can. Boop, boop. There's a cat. Rhoda the cat. Rhoda, hey, buddy, what are you doing? Come on, go. Go. Bloop. All right. There you have it. Flupsy. We are building a Flupsy. What is a Flupsy? How's our internet connection? And where's my coffee? All right. I'll let you guys just digest this for a half a second. I gotta go get my coffee. much better. All right, so let me flip this back around. Go that way. Here we go. Like that. Bada bink, bada bink, bada boom. All right. So I specialized in used and abused and junk. I don't know if you're familiar with my past life, but used and junk bicycles, specialty. Fixing them, making them look like new, that is right into the sun. Let's go this way, maybe. Fixing them and making them like new was kind of our specialty, and we charged for it and whatnot. But I think I got it from when I was a young child. We didn't have a lot of money. Again, my parents, they spent their money on used and abused junky houses, and we fixed them, and that's how I learned a lot of my mechanical ability and my carpentry skills and whatnot. And I moved on and became an aircraft and power plant mechanic, okay, hence Navy action, blah, blah, blah. Actually, I was only the airframe part of the A&P mechanic thing, but I got certified by the federal government to fix airplanes. How cool is that? Back when I was a kid. Never used it, never did anything, but education's never wasted. So I have the ability to be able to fix, build, manufacture, fabricate just about anything out of steel, wood, or plastic, or copper, or, you know, again, welding, all of that crap. So I'm very, very fortunate that I can do stuff on the super cheap. What can I tell you? All right? So when you say, oh, how does he afford? No, I don't afford it. I have got extreme little amounts of money into this whole project. It's not about money anymore. It's about having fun, and it's about being successful. If you're successful, money just comes naturally. And of course, you got to give back. Very important that you give back. All right? All right. Enough of my high horse on that crap. What is a flupsy? All right. Let me turn this thing around again. A flupsy is a floating dock that has this thing here, this manifold thing, floating right in the middle. Now, this is an old one that I dug up out of the weeds that somebody didn't want, and it was kind of half manufactured. But I mean, I could make one if I had to, but why make one if I can go buy find a cheap piece of junk and fix it and make it good and go from there? Pretty simple, right? So that's what I did. So, you know, it's all used parts. Is it perfect? No. Is it gonna make it perfect? Well, as best I possibly can. But this thing here is going to sit in between the floating dock that we're building. I'm building one floating dock here, and then there'll be another floating dock over here. These are going to be 4 foot across on that side and on that side, and in the middle is going to be 8 foot. So the whole total is going to be 16 by 12. I forgot how heavy 2x10s are. I don't know. Framing is for a young guy. Anyway, so let me back up a little bit more. And then we got ourselves a sewer pipe down here, and we got some nipples coming in here, and we drilled a hole, and you put that in there, and then you put a little, uh-oh, I'm losing orientation there. As long as I'm not losing internet. I wonder what would happen if I went upside down. Can you see in there? A little bit. There you go. It's pretty junky, it's pretty crappy. We're gonna fix her up. But they put a sleeve, what was it, 4-inch, I'm guessing, and then they cut it in half, put a little clap, so that way they could put that on. They glue this in so that it doesn't go in and out. They put one on the other side so it doesn't go in and out. Give it another little smear around here, and this one's loose, but we're going to fix that. The other ones are all nice and tight. This old one had a blockage on this side and a blockage on the other side, and it had a pump that went right down the middle. And what happens, there's going to be a motor in here, and the motor's going to have a little propeller, and it's going to spin around, and it's going to suck this one here, suck the water up through the nipples. All right, it was pushing down, okay? So the water comes up through the bottom of the barrel. Let me go to principles. Oh, the barrel is empty on the bottom. It's got a screen. Again, you got to make these two. So you get different screens in there, all right? You get the idea now? All right, good. So this is tough. I'm all by myself, guys, so you got to bear with me a little bit. So the barrel goes onto there. The water comes up through the bottom and out through and that away, okay? That's what this system used to be. We're going to change this up a little bit. We're going to block off that side down there, and we're going to block off these two holes here. And we're going to put a ice eater motor in the bottom, in the end of this, so that it's going to be pushing it out all the time. So it's going to suck up in all. Which one's better? The motor is out of the water here. Here, the motor's in the water. There's so many different ways. Whatever way you want to do it. So, I gotta take a rest for a second. I've been talking so damn much. So, have we answered the questions yet? I don't know. You know, we're getting more and more oyster growers watching us. What's going on here? Oh, here we go. It's not blocked. Getting more and more oyster growers watching us, and I'm loving it. I'm loving all you guys coming on board. And if there's anything I can do to help any, again, do I know what the heck I'm talking about? I don't know. It's my rookie year, so I can't say I'm a super authority, but I have been educating myself big time. And like I said, I'm pretty mechanically inclined, so I know you guys might need some help building something, so please don't hesitate to call. I'm going to help you build it, okay? You can come by the shop, we can use my tools, we can do it. I'm not going to do it for you, but I'm going to help and teach you how to do it so that you lead a horse and drink it or whatever the heck it is. I don't know, something like that. All right. Oh, the blue foam stuff. Scavenge that around. Freddie had a couple of pieces. This guy had a couple of pieces. You might see a piece floating on the bay. I scavenge that stuff. I pick it up and put it on the side. Anytime I find anything, first thing you're going to do, check and see if somebody owns it. If they don't own it, get it the hell out of there and bring it home. If it's no good, throw it out because you really don't want it out there in the bay anyway. And number two, if it is good, you might be able to use it. You never know, building cages like mad. What else did I have planned for today? Is there any other questions on this before I get going any further? I'm gonna go back inside. I'm a little chilly. I gotta get some more clothes on. It's a beautiful day. It's gonna be about, I think it's about 45, 50. I'll tell you in a second. Let's go inside. Dun, 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 dun. Sorry. All right, that's cool. There we go. I got so much junk in here. I don't know what to do with it. Oh, here's the piece of, this is what's gonna cover that. Remember when we're gonna cover this over the holes. Works, right? 18, we got 18 on. Did I ask you guys if you could please subscribe and if you could please share? I know for a fact, due to analytics and whatnot, now I'm not pointing any fingers or anything, okay? But I know for a fact that half of you guys that are watching are not subscribed. What's up with that? Half. I know. No need to subscribe to you, bike man. I mean, there's a little Freudian slip, I'm sorry. No need to subscribe to you, Bart, because I know you come live each and every Saturday at 10 a.m. So if I just hit, I know that. It's like, I watch Gold Rush every single Friday. You know why? Friday is Gold Rush night. You know what I'm saying. Oh, Artie Mike, state of the bike business on Long Island. I can get into that. Let's get in. It's not just a bike business, it's retail. Okay, retail is in trouble, all right? Major trouble. Half of you guys are not subscribed. Please help me out. I'm trying to go commercial free. I'm kind of like taking another step. I'm looking for private financing. I'm looking for private funding, stuff that's going to help the channel grow and do what it's supposed to do. I want to put Long Island on the map worldwide for oysters. That is the game. It's not about personal. It's about the industry. It's about Long Island. It's about keeping the waters clean to keep the property values up. That's all. And to be happy. Swimming in the sewer is no fun. Surfing in the, ugh. All right? That's what it's all about out here. I got a lot invested on Long Island, and I want to protect it. And you should too, because you got a lot invested into it, and we need it all. Anyway, off of that. Oyster Tracker. I put the link below. Oyster Tracker is an inventory management tool. I can't emphasize it enough. I'm a businessman first before I'm an oyster farmer. Inventory control and knowing what you have and how many and what size is extremely important. What does it cost from when it's this big to when it's this big? What does it cost to get it from this size to this size? And is it worth it? And can you sell this size for what you sell this size for? All of these things come together with inventory management. Oyster Tracker is the way to go. Link below, obviously I'm courting them a little bit. I'm courting them a little bit because I would like them to become a sponsor of the Happy Oyster Show. Real simple, real easy. Everybody works together, all right? I follow Oyster Tracker on Instagram. I follow Oyster Tracker. They got me, they caught my eye. Are oysters the new chicken? Is one of their articles in their blog. These guys got it together, man. These guys understand what it takes. Social media, blogging, organic traffic, things like that. Just buzzwords, tag words, this kind of stuff. Oyster Tracker gets it. They wrote an article about oyster is the new chicken. Is oyster the new chicken? Let's just back up for half a second. I strongly recommend that you go check this out. But way back when, chicken was kind of a delicacy. And it was rare. And most people were eating pork and beef and that kind of stuff. Chicken was not a major deal. And they would have chicken not very often, and the consumption of chicken per capita was not very high. I'm talking years and years and years ago. Now, chicken is here, and beef is here. Chicken became more and more economical. Now, I know I'm force feeding over here, and we could get into cruelty to animals, and we could get all going with all of this stuff. And it's a delicate balance with everything. I have another story about cruelty to animals and farming. And hey guys, if you don't want to eat the flesh, then don't eat the flesh. But don't preach your deal that you don't want to have some snacks that are very tasty, okay? You know where I'm going with that, the vegan. Just took a phone call, had to decline it. The oyster being the new chicken, everybody started to work together and they started to figure it out, how to grow it faster, how to grow it better, how to grow it cleaner, how to do with the chicken, to the point that the chicken became way up here. Is oyster way down there and that's going to be the new norm? Hey, maybe, all right? The article was very interesting. I got a big kick out of it. And there's a very delicate balance between the things that we were talking about. I'm not going to get into too much majorness of, again, I try to stay as little as political as possible, but are we force-feeding the oysters by putting them in a flopsy? Yes. Are we growing them better, faster, and just better and faster? Yes. The reason that we're doing that is because we want to propagate and get them going, and because out in the wild they got a hard time. Oysters got a hell of a time in the wild. If we can collect them and keep them together and nurture them, and again here we're nurturing them, we're making them happy. And do oysters have feelings? Do oysters feel anything? I know they taste good. And I also know that oysters clean 50 gallons of water a day. That's a lot. Especially if I put a million, and this guy's got $1 million, and that guy's got $1 million, and so-and-so's got 2 or 3 million, and wow, we're cleaning the water. At the same time, we're producing food. Okay, I don't see anything ethically wrong there. Yeah, we're pumping nitrogen, algae, nutrients through to be able to get that algae nutrient stuff out of the system, because if we have too much algae, we're going to get these toxic blooms, and then these toxic blooms are going to do this and that. Ooh, yeah. So oysters are doing good. So why not make them grow faster? Pretty simple. That's all I got on that one. Again, I am not going to entertain any animal cruelty, any animal cruelty comments. Oh, maybe I will. But I don't know. You get where I'm coming from. How long have we been on? Where's the thing? Oh, up here. 26 minutes. Wow, that went fast. That's all I got. Notes. Where do my notes go? Always like the old, zero commercials. Please subscribe. Going for sponsors. Oysters the new chicken. Force feeding. Ethics. Cruelty. Feelings. Spat. Flupsy. I didn't talk about the Flupsy, the new Flupsy. Oh, I got a new video. I got a new video that I haven't gotten okayed yet to publish. So stay tuned. Another good reason to subscribe. Instagram. Oysters. I'm good. I'm done. I'm finished. I'll take the. We got a little bit of time. I'll take any questions you guys got. Come on down. Let me turn that over here for a second. Good morning, everybody. We got Luke Skywalker in the house. What's happening? Calvin and Jimmy Frozen. Man, is there an end date of the season? Yeah, I already went over that. Is that it? That's it. 8/19. What's 8/19? 8/19. What? I don't know what that means, Calvin. Thumbs up, everybody. Bring it on, huh? Did not get the summer slowed down. We're going to leave it where it is right now. I've seen a couple of other tumblers since we had our tumbler going, and some of them are faster than mine. And I'm like, So I'm going to leave it alone for a little bit. When it goes really fast, it might tumble the oysters too much. Now, I'm all about shell structure and what it takes to get a nice, strong shell. In order to sell your oyster at a premium dollar, you're going to have to make sure that it is a strong shell so that when you stick your knife in there and you pop that thing open, the bottom shell doesn't break away. Now, it could break away for a whole bunch of different reasons, but the shell structure has to be strong. So again, tumbling and agitation and keeping them trimmed and manicured well, again, keeping them happy is going to make a very, very strong shell structure. Our Flupsy idea where they're, and again, they're itty bitty and they're starting to do this, okay? And what's gonna happen is the shell's and they're gonna get nice and strong because they're constantly working on that shell as well as producing, making themselves bigger. Yeah, Sandra, I hear you. Yeah. Again, I don't wanna, I just don't think. My one question, bikes. Yeah, Artie, I'm getting there. It's retail, it's not just bikes. Sandra Carter, thanks for tuning in today. In terms of the oyster getting faster or slower, I think probably we are going to want to make some sort of an adjustment on that. Let's see how we do. Again, fortunately, for the abilities that God has gifted me, we have the technology to do whatever it is. The cows are going, the oysters may be next. Oh. Now, Sandra, do you really think that they're going to get rid of cows? just because they fart. All right, enough of that. Where was I? Oh, oyster business, retail business. Did I tell you guys I went to Southampton Village the other night, and I went up and down the road and I counted how many stores were vacant. There were 22 stores just on my side of the street alone. I went downtown here in West Hampton Beach and I went up and down there. If it's not a real estate agency, it's pretty much closed up and looking for rent. Retail is in trouble all the way around. It's evolving, and I thought it would start to mellow out a little bit, but it's not. If you are not doing hair, if you're not doing nails, if you're not providing some sort of a service, Bob Kraft, you're not, if you're selling something, you just, retail, like, you know, all right, now if it's souvenirs or this or that, a bit of that, what's happening? Then maybe possibly you're going to be able to survive. But if you're selling clothes, any of this stuff, if you're not one of these big box boys or you're not on the net, it's just not gonna happen. And the bike shop was one of those places where it just got to the point that people knew. Now granted, the bike shop, we were servicing bicycles, and I think that's another place. Anything that's servicing something. Again, nails, hair, all of those types of things. If you're selling a commodity such as food, yeah. Okay, I follow a restaurant up on the North Fork, awesome, okay? These guys are putting out social media and they're showing this. I can't wait to get there. I've never been there, but I want to go, man. These guys are creating a buzz. Eating, okay? Eating and food and wholesome food and where your food comes from. These are the types of stores that are going to be more and more in your local area. And it's going to be food. It's got to be. Because people are getting less and less time to be able to cook. People less and less want to cook. I love cooking. And that's where we're at. So it's really exciting to be alive at this time of my, I'm excited. I mean, yeah, I think it's cool. I think we're right around the corner from me getting into the car and saying, take me to here. And I can sit back and take a snooze or edit video or do whatever. I think that is going to be the coolest thing in the world. A lot of people don't get it, but I sure do. I can't wait for autonomous cars. Things are happening so damn fast. If you ever get a chance to read, I strongly recommend a book by Alvin Toffler. It's named Future Shock. It's an older book. It's way back. And it talks about a lot of stuff that's going on and what could possibly. I had a real, and again, I think about this stuff pretty regularly because I just love the whole idea of this whole AI and all. I'm not scared at all. George Orwell's book by 1984, which is the year I graduated high school, Big Brother is watching and whatnot. Did anybody happen to notice when you're talking to your friend or this or that, and you might be, my daughter brought this up, she says, you know, I think my phone's, or something's watching me. And I said, why do you think that? Well, I was talking with Sandra the other day about Midol and what Midol does, and, you know, we're talking about periods and this and that. And you'll never guess what came up on my feed on Instagram about a little while later, like a day. She says, an advertisement for Midol. I said, they're watching now. I don't know. It's a good, bad medium report. Just be careful what you're saying, I guess, huh? George Orwell, 1984. On that happy note, I'm going to end it. Someone started under the lights, Basil. Yum. Yeah, baby. Long live Mr. Pump. Yes, sir. I think about my father regularly, I'll have you know. He is right here alongside me. He would be loving this. Did you know my father was an egg farmer when in his first life before the bike shop? So a whole nother deal. I'm sure we'll be bringing up my father regularly. Jimmy, you too. Marcus Buffalo, bring it on home. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Let's all thumbs up. Let's all subscribe. Please help me out. Tell everybody, share it. Today's sponsor was Lyoga, Long Island Oyster Growers Association. They're out there for us. Let's use them. Let's check it out. Go over and see Long Island Oyster Growers. They're really in the transitional phase too. They just started a brand new website, and go over and check it out. It's going in the right direction for sure. Hats off to Lyoga. Keep up the great work, and thank you for being who you are. Bada bing! Now it's time to get into the bike business when the loony lives. All right, stop now. Stop beating up on the liberals. They're people too. We all gotta get together. We all gotta work. We all gotta be happy. I want everybody to be cool. I want everybody to be kind. I want everybody to be happy. And of